He says it's really something he needed, especially after the last two matches that weren't really bad, but they didn't go as he expected. His performance wasn't really what he thought it was going to be. Working alongside his psychologist, his therapist, he's really gained a lot of confidence and he's seen success with this. And so going forward, he can continue to do even better.
Hi everyone, Stage the Two in here. I am here with the victorious Keznit after their series against Sentinels today. So I think this series was a bit surprising because it was a 2-0, very, very clean series overall from you. So like, talk to me about the preparation going to the series and like how do you feel just about that all?
Creo que es algo que no sé si esperamos, pero creo que estábamos bien preparados porque venimos trabajando todos los mapas. Creo que este nuevo crew es uno que trabaja demasiado y nada, siento que está dando los resultados que venimos practicando.
He's not sure if it's something they expected, but they came very prepared, especially on all the maps. This is a new hardworking crew that can hopefully see great results going forward.
So I want to ask you just about the offseason after Kickoff. Overall, I guess just first thoughts. How do you feel about just crew's overall performance in Kickoff, top 4? And just like how do you feel about that?
Creo que top 4 fue un buen resultado para nosotros, que no teníamos un player que estaba con nosotros entrenando, que es Adverso, que es nuestro IGL. Y nada, creo que estamos todos contentos con ese rendimiento que tuvimos, porque entrenar con una persona online y después que venga a ser presencial y jugar al día siguiente de que llegue, no sé, yo creo que tuvimos un buen rendimiento, pero ahora están demostrando lo que venimos haciendo como equipo juntos.
Yeah, he says, top 4, that's a very good result, especially given the fact they're playing with a new player, their new IGL Adverso. He wasn't there training with them in person. The whole team is very content with the results and their performance. And, it was just kind of crazy playing with Adverso not there, but then the next day he had to fly in and come play the next day.
So you had about a month to really practice Adverso before stage 1. So then I guess for the team after Kickoff, what were the main things that you wanted to work on as a team? Was it primarily focused around communication? Was it getting on the same page with Adverso? Like, talk to me about that month.
Sí, yo creo que obviamente ponerse como todo en la misma página con Adverso, porque estábamos nosotros entrenando obviamente aquí, lo teníamos ahí lejos. Y nada, creo que obviamente adaptarnos al meta que está ahora en el juego, que es Yoru Tejo Bridge, creo que también nos ha ayudado mucho con ese tiempo que tuvimos de preparación.
Yeah, they all really had to get on the same page with Adverso, given that he was so far away. The team as a whole had to adapt to this new meta, Yoru Tejo Breach.
I guess from an outside perspective, like since franchising, this feels like the strongest base for a KRU sports team, where it feels like it's the one that could be the most consistent as a team. Is that something that you would agree with?
Sí, yo creo que es algo que todos decidimos en eso, porque obviamente estamos trabajando mucho en eso, ser un equipo consistente en entrenamiento, y por eso cuando venimos a jugar acá, creo que es algo que venimos a recibir de lo tanto que hemos practicado para eso.
Yeah, he says they've practiced really hard for that. That is definitely something he would agree with. The team has been working very hard, especially to be consistent and to train hard.
What exactly do you feel like has made the team really consistent apart from hard work? Is it just a really strong communication flow where rounds have Adverso as the IGL and then Mazzino as like a mid-round caller? Like, what do you feel like makes this one the most consistent?
Yo creo que como una mezcla de todo. Creo que tenemos muchas personas como Adverso que gelea muy bien y Mazzino que también calea harto, pero tenemos las otras personas también que escuchamos y seguimos todo al pie de la letra. Entonces creo que la comunicación está siendo un factor demasiado importante, porque cuando pasa eso nos entendemos muy bien dentro del juego y dan estos resultados como hoy día.
Yeah, he says it's a little bit of a mix of both, especially, with their new IGL Adverso, Mazzino, and others really adding to the team. They're all working together. Communication is definitely a very important factor for this game and getting these good results.
I want to focus this a bit more onto you. It's your third year within like this VCT Americas system. Within these 3 years, what have kind of been your favorite things to do in America, and how have you found like that adjustment, just playing, away from home?
Ya, nada, creo que no, la verdad es que no hago mucho, no salgo mucho, creo que juego harto, pero nada, salir, lo que he hecho mucho aquí es salir a caminar, darme mi momento, hablar también con personas que me ayudan, psicólogos. Ahora también estoy con un performance coach, muchas cosas hago afuera del juego, pero no tanto, no tantas cosas divertidas.
So he says he doesn't do too many super fun things outside of the game. He doesn't do much, or he doesn't really go out much. He does play a lot of Valorant. He does, however, like to go on walks. He's been talking with a therapist and also a performance coach.
I'm curious with that performance coach and therapist aspect. What do you feel like have been the biggest takeaways from doing therapy and working with a performance coach?
La verdad es que es algo que yo recurrí mucho porque en los últimos 2 partidos de Kickoff rendí individualmente muy mal. O sea, no muy mal, pero es algo que no espero de mí porque encuentro que puedo dar mucho más. Y nada, creo que él me ha ayudado a recuperar la confianza. También con mi psicólogo también que me ha ayudado mucho a trabajar la confianza y como los miedos que hay dentro de las partidas. Y creo que ha sido totalmente un éxito y obviamente ahora que estoy bien voy a seguir haciéndolo mucho más para siempre estar consistente en esa parte.
Yeah, he says it's really something he needed, especially after the last 2 matches that weren't really bad, but they didn't go as he expected. His performance wasn't really what he thought it was going to be. Working alongside his psychologist, his therapist, he's really gained a lot of confidence and he's seen success with this. And so going forward, he can continue to do even better.
All right, well, let's actually talk about moving forward. 2-0, that's really great, especially with how little, like you're only going to be playing 6 matches within like the group, right? So talk to me about going forward within the regular season. What are kind of your goals that you have? Let's take away results. What's the next step for KRU to evolve as a team?
Yo creo que ahora estamos enfocados de ir partido a partido, obviamente intentar de ganarlos la mayoría y obviamente ir a la Masters, sacar un buen resultado en eso. Creo que somos un equipo, como lo digo, también bastante consistente. Creo que confiamos todos mucho en cada uno de los que estamos en el equipo y nada, estoy feliz por este resultado de hoy día también. Eso.
Hopefully they can focus on winning the majority in this group stage, hopefully qualifying for Masters and getting a good result there, continuing to be a consistent team and, trusting in his team. And he's really happy, especially for the results of today.
Final question that I have. When I spoke to Mizuno after being eliminated from Kickoff, he talked about how he would go to Disneyland or just go to stuff like that. If you qualify for Toronto, will there be a KRU Esports Disneyland trip?
No sé, la verdad. Es una pregunta rara. No sé.
He doesn't know, really.
All right.
Do you want to ask something?
It's all good. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
So no Disneyland?
No he ido.
No, he hasn't been to Disneyland.
You haven't been to Disneyland?
No.
Oh, you gotta go to Disneyland.
I don't like Disney.
No te gusta?
Really?
No te gustan los rides o?
No me gusta
Oh, you don't
mucho.
like rides?
Doesn't like them.
Oh.
That's right.
But they have turkey legs. If you like good food, they got...
Yeah, turkey, but